Dear students, today we are going to start a new chapter, Transformers. In this chapter, today we are going to study about the fundamental of magnetic materials. Magnetic materials are the materials in which the state of magnetism can be induced. When they are magnetized, they create a magnetic field around them. Before we study about different magnetic materials, we must know about permeability. Permeability, which is denoted by mu, is the ability of the material to easily allow the magnetic lines to pass through it. The magnetic materials are having high permeability and non-magnetic materials are having low permeability. The permeability of vacuum or free space is around 4 pi into 10 raised to minus 7 Henry per meter. This value is constant. The permeability of vacuum or free space is constant. Now relative permeability. Relative permeability, which is denoted by mu r, is given by the equation mu is equal to mu 0 multiplied by mu r. Relative permeability is the unitless quantity. The value of relative permeability varies with the degree of magnetization. For magnetic materials, it can be as high as 2500. Now the magnetic materials can be classified based on the relative permeability. And the broad categories of the classification are diamagnetic materials, paramagnetic materials, and ferromagnetic materials. The diamagnetic materials are having mu r, which is relative permeability slightly less than unity. Diamagnetic materials cannot be attracted by magnet, but they are repelled by the magnet. The example of diamagnetic materials are zinc, copper, mercury, lead, silver, and bismuth. Diamagnetic materials are non-magnetic materials. Next is paramagnetic material. In case of paramagnetic materials, the value of relative permeability is slightly greater than unity. They are weakly attracted by the magnet. The example of paramagnetic materials are aluminium, platinum, manganese, and magnesium. They are non-magnetic materials and their properties are much similar to the free space. Ferromagnetic materials are having value of mu r from several hundred to 10,000. The value of mu r is very high in case of ferromagnetic materials. Ferromagnetic materials are classified into two parts: hard ferromagnetic materials and soft ferromagnetic materials. Hard ferromagnetic materials are the permanent magnet materials, which are alnicos, chromium steels, copper nickel alloys, and several other metal alloys. Soft ferromagnetic materials are iron and its alloys with nickel, cobalt, tungsten, and aluminum. In case of transformers and other electrical machines, silicon steels and cast steels are important ferromagnetic materials. Ferrimagnetic materials, which have value of mu r between the ferromagnetic material and paramagnetic material. The value of mu r is less than ferromagnetic material and more than paramagnetic material. Ferrimagnetic materials are also called ferrites. They are composed of iron oxide, which is denoted as MEO. The meaning of Me is metallic iron. The example of iron oxide is Fe2O3. They are also classified into hard ferrimagnetic materials and soft ferrimagnetic materials. Hard ferrites are permanent magnets and soft ferrites are nickel zinc and manganese zinc. They are used in high frequency transformers, microwave devices, etc. high frequency applications. These are the special kind of materials which is called supermagnetic materials. So they are made up of powdered iron or other magnetic particles. The transformers for electronics and core for the inductors are made up of such kind of materials. The example of supermagnetic materials is permalloy. It is combination of molybdenum, nickel and iron powder. Now according to the magnetic dipole, magnetic materials are also classified. Magnetic dipole is magnetic north pole and magnetic south pole separated by a small distance. Based on the presence or absence of magnetic dipoles in the materials, they are classified as diamagnetic materials, paramagnetic materials, ferromagnetic materials, antiferromagnetic materials, and ferrimagnetic materials. The first one is diamagnetic materials. In case of diamagnetic materials, there are zero permanent magnetic dipoles. Means the permanent magnetic dipoles are absent in case of diamagnetic materials and they cannot be magnetized. In case of paramagnetic materials, the dipole moments are randomly oriented as shown in the figure. The net moments are very small or zero and paramagnetic materials can be weakly magnetized. Ferromagnetic materials are having magnetic dipole moments aligned parallel to each other in one direction, which is the direction of applied field. The resultant dipole moment is very large and it can be strongly magnetized. Antiferromagnetic materials. In this case, the magnetic dipole moments are aligned antiparallel to each other. Hence, the net magnetism is zero, and that's why these are called antiferromagnetic materials. Ferromagnetic materials or ferrites have magnetic dipole moments antiparallel, but the magnitude of both the moments is different, which is as shown in the figure. Hence the net dipole moment is available in this case, which is in between paramagnetic and ferrimagnetic materials. So this was all about different types of magnetic materials and their classification based on the magnetic dipole and the value of the permeability.